everyone, welcome to another video. I thought we could talk about a few things today. It is going to be a chatty video. So get yourself a tea or a coffee, some snacks, whatever you want to do, and come and hang out. I'm going to share with you an update on my weight situation because I've gained the pounds and I'm on a mission to get rid of them, and I'm going to explain that because I'm actually finding it quite difficult at the moment to stick to a diet for a reason I'm going to come on to. Part of the reason anyway, but then I thought I'd also just share with you some like fun things that I've bought over the last year that I've really been enjoying. So the weight situation, when I first started YouTube all the way back in 2012, I was 9 stone. I was at my thinnest. You could argue I was maybe too thin. I wasn't eating, and that's really how I did it. I did used to go to the gym, but by and large I was that thin because I didn't really eat that much. And gradually over the years, as my sort of relationship with food has got a lot better, I've put on the weight. And also what's been really difficult is back in 2012 I was working for someone else and I was working in an office, so I was on my feet all day. That really helped. And then since like 2015, I have worked for myself and my job is very sedentary. I'm at a desk all the time. I don't really move around. And at the end of the day, I'm normally tired, so I can't be bothered to go to the gym. You know how it kind of goes. Well, that's how I feel about it anyway. And so my basal metabolic rate, is that what it's called? The amount of calories that my body burns without doing anything is really low. And I know it because I have the Apple Watch and it tracks everything, and it says to me, basically my base rate is just a bit over 1,000 calories. So what that's saying is that if I don't work out in the day, if I eat any more than 1,000 calories, I'm going to gain weight, and that is my problem. And I think, please let me know if you know about this, but from what I understand, the way to boost your metabolic or your basal rate or base calories is apparently to work out more and to build more muscle mass, and then it gets your calories up so you can eat a little bit more without putting on weight. Well, anyway, my calories that I can eat and not gain weight are really low. So as I say, I literally have to stick to 1,000 calorie a day diet to lose weight, and trying to eat 1,000 calories a day is really difficult because it's not that much. And everyone I speak to is like, how are you living on 1,000 calories? And I'm like, well, I'm not. And that's why I keep falling off the whole thing with the dieting thing, keep falling off the step with it, because it's borderline impossible to keep to 1,000 calories a day, particularly if I go out for dinners or I go out for lunches. And I've cut back on those. But what I've ended up doing is like every day, even on weekends, I just don't go out, and I'm at home eating like a salad and a sweet potato and a chicken breast. And after a while, like, I'm quite a social person. I love to go out, and I'm missing not being able to do that, because before I was going out sort of like 3 times or twice a week on a weekend. Now I don't do that, and it's like really getting me down. Anyway, I started a diet at the end of November, on the 30th actually, to be precise, and I got on my 1,000 calories a day. I was using MyFitnessPal to track calories, and I was hungry all the time, but then I got used to being hungry. And being hungry, like that hungry, is not a nice feeling, is it? Like, I used to like the feeling of being hungry, but I think that's definitely because I had an issue at the time. But now that I feel like I'm normal with food, when I'm really hungry and I get low blood sugar, or, you know, and you just feel like faint or whatever, that's no fun. And so anyway, I got used to feeling hungry. Then Christmas hit, and I had been doing my diet and losing pounds, literally £1 a week, from the 30th of November up until the 24th of December, so Christmas Eve. And David and I had like a Christmas dinner. Then the next day, it was Christmas Day, so another Christmas dinner. Then it was Boxing Day, my nephew's birthday, so that was kind of like kids' junk food, which I did eat. And then all that bit through Christmas and New Year, you've got Christmas food you're trying to get through. And then bam, 30th of blooming December, I had to have that stupid operation on my ankle, which is really grinding my gears right now, because that was the 30th of December. Today is the 18th of January and I still have the stitches in. And while the stitches are in, I'm not allowed to go to the gym. I struggle with the stairs because I can feel it pulling. The stitches are coming out this coming Friday, and I'm going to go to the gym straight after those stitches come out. As soon as that stitch has come out, I'm going to the gym because, as I say, I haven't really been able to move around a lot. So I have not got on the scale since December because I know I've gone up. My clothes don't fit. I've got a wardrobe full of lovely clothes that don't fit. So I've had to buy like some clothes in bigger sizes to get me through, but that's a slippery slope and I do not want to like end up down that path of acceptance and just buying bigger sizes. That's not where I want to be. So I'm back on MyFitnessPal. It's really difficult because, you know, 1,000 calories a day is really difficult. I'm keeping an eye on what my Apple Watch is telling me my base calories are. And as those base calories go up, I'll eat accordingly. So when they jump up to like 1.1K, I can eat like an extra 100 calories a day. Or what I am doing is when I was able to go to the gym before the operation, if I went to the gym and I burnt off 200 calories, I'd eat an extra 200 calories that day and I was still losing weight. So as soon as I can get back to the gym, I can get my life back on track again. And now that I don't work so much, like I'm doing a bit of contracting coming up. I've got some contract jobs coming up in February, but now I'm not working. I am able to go to the gym and like move around a lot more. So I'm on track with that, but that's what I'm doing. So for any of you who are also on a weight thing at the moment, I'm hell-bent on this not just being a January thing. Like this is going to be long term. This year I want to change. I just need to move around more. I am the kind of person where if I do HIIT workouts 5 days a week, I can eat what I want. I can. My problem is the last sort of 5 years have been me sat down, not moving. And I don't even snack. I'm not a snacker, but I think my problem is as well, dinner tends to be my biggest meal of the day because that's when I get to sit down with David and we chat and we catch up, and I enjoy my dinner. I'm not even really hungry at breakfast. I do eat breakfast, but breakfast, I'm not scratching around for a meal at breakfast time, put it that way. And I will keep you all updated on progress. But yeah, as I say, if any of you have got any tips of things that are working for you, if any of you are maybe into fitness and you know more about this than I do and you've got any hacks, let me know. I would just appreciate that. Anyway, let's talk about some things that I got over the last like 12 months that have been really good. First of all, do you remember this? Some of you, this is love-hate, this bag. I feel like you're either going to like it or you're going to be like, that is gross. What is it? This is Vivienne Westwood. It's like a heart bag. And I did not buy this new. I got this on eBay. This is like a vintage piece. All of her bags are vegan, so they're basically made of plastic. This is plastic. It feels like plastic, I will tell you that. It doesn't feel expensive, but then I paid like £90 or £100 for this. I didn't pay much for it. It does have a crossbody strap, and I've just been enjoying it. It's a quirky bag. It doesn't work with every outfit. You know, there is a time and a place for this, but I'm enjoying that. The other thing I've been loving this year has been that, you know, I keep showing you this, but it's so good. So this is like an at-home radio frequency device, and I've been using it with this and the hair helmet. So the hair helmet is like for hair loss and hair density and getting your hair to grow back. This is for redness, acne, getting plumpness back in your face, basically having flawless skin, no pigmentation. It's really, really good. There's just some pictures there of like my before and after. I always had a bit of pigmentation and very red skin, and I don't really have that now. Well, I don't have it now. But this is genius. This tightens it. What it does, it boosts collagen, but it activates elastin. So if you've got any sagging at all, it's like, it like sucks it up, it dries it up, it tightens it up. And I've been using this on my jawline since last April. February or April last year, and I look back on my videos before I started using this, and I was getting like jowls here, and I did notice it at the time, and it did bother me, and I was like, shall I go and have a facelift? And trust me, when I do have a facelift, which one day I will definitely be sharing that with you. But then I got sent this by Current Body, and I started using it, and after 4 sessions, which was like a month, after 4 sessions, I'd been doing my before and after pictures, and I did an after picture, and the jowls had completely gone. And I couldn't believe it. And I went out that day and I took loads of pictures in like different light, holding my head in different positions, tipping my head down, trying to get those jowls to show. And they had gone. And I now use this. I don't actually use this every week anymore. I don't feel like I need to. In the early days, I used it once a week for 10 to 15 minutes per area. So you pick an area like this side of your jaw, and you're only meant to do 5 minutes, but I've got my results by doing 10 minutes, okay? If you have filler or Botox, you shouldn't use this. Not because of any contraindications, mainly because this will encourage your body to process and digest your Botox and filler more quickly. So if you are happy with your face and you don't want your Botox or filler to disappear anywhere, then it's advised you don't use this. But I use this on my jaw. And also I have a like chubby cheeks since gaining all this weight. Like so many of you, I've spoken about this before, but I get a lot of like, most of the time it's troll comments, to be honest. They're not written in a very nice way. But I get a lot of comments accusing me of like having loads of filler in my face. And without doubt, my face looks very different now to how it did 10 years ago. I mean, for a start, I was 10 years younger, but also I was like 2 stone lighter. And it doesn't upset me when people leave the comment. It angers me because I haven't had filler in my face. I don't have filler in my cheeks. I've got a fat face because I've gained so much weight, and I'm not going to write back to every horrible comment I get and have to explain something which is weight related. I'm not going to do it. Do you know what I mean? It just really annoys me, irks me, grinds my gears when people say it. Like, I get it. My face has changed. I'm 10 years older. I'm 2 stone heavier. 2 stone? 9, 10, 11, no, 3 stone, 3 stone heavier. Of course my face looks chubby. Of course it does. But this, I've been using this on my cheeks as well, just to like try and get everything tighter. And I feel like it's really, really worked. This bag I've really enjoyed as well. So this is from Atelier's Auguste. And it's, look at this, it's box leather, chocolate box leather. Isn't this so elegant and classy? It does come with a crossbody strap as well. And you can get their pieces in gold or silver. So this is the gold edition. So it's got gold along here. And this is all lovely, beautiful and shiny along here. And you just press this up to open the bag. And then on the inside, it looks like this. They're just, the quality of their pieces is so good. And you've got to check out the prices. Like, their prices are under £1,000. Like, some of their stuff's under £500, and the quality you would just be mind blown by. They gave me this bag back when, I can't remember when they gave me this bag. I do actually have a coupon code for Atelier's Auguste, so I'll put that in. I'll link to this bag below. I'll put the coupon code in. It gets you something like 10% off, something like that. So that's pretty good, but I've really enjoyed that. And then the other thing I want to show you, I showed you this a couple of videos ago, but I'm going to show you something that I've done with it. So this bag, this is from DeMellier. It's new out. This is the, I'll link to this below as well. This is the New York midi size bag. So it's that smaller one. And it's got these clips on the side so you can cinch the sides in. It also has got a removable crossbody strap, so you can use it like that. But moreover, I want to show you my charm. Okay, so I've got a MONCHHICHI. That was not part, if you want me to link to that, let me know. This is the charm itself. And yes, there is an actual working Tamagotchi on it. But I got this charm set off Etsy, I think. And I just think it's really cute, and I put my MONCHHICHI with it as well. I saw my friend Phil 2 days ago. You know Phil, he's been in videos before. He's going to be in more, by the way. We're doing more videos together in the coming weeks, so keep an eye out for that, because he's quite funny. But he saw this and he was like, I do not like that. He finds these doll things and Labubus really freaky. He's like, I don't like it at all, but I'm just obsessed. I really enjoy that. And then finally, one of my other, this is just like, I really enjoy this, and I never thought I'd like this bag, but it's the Picotine, and it's got like a, this is from Handbag Angels, actually. They're really good. Look, Handbag Angels. So I've got a liner in there in orange, but also a storage cushion, so it keeps its shape. But this bag, I bought this from Luxury Promise last February, and the colour to me is so special. I'm a colourful person. I love colour. And I don't even like this bag. I like it, but it was never a bag that I thought I'd ever buy. But when I saw it, I was browsing through Luxury Promise, and there was a picture of this in this colour, and the colour grabbed my attention. And I didn't buy this bag for weeks. I kept going back and looking at it, and it was playing on my mind, and in the end, I thought, right, 3, 2, 1, do it, buy it. And it turned up, and I didn't regret it at all. It came in its box with its receipt. The person had bought it in 2024 and had sold it like 4 months later, and it had never been used. By the way, I know a lot of you tell me this bit's meant to go through that clip there. The reason why I don't do that is because I want to be able to get in and out of the bag. And when that goes through there, you need the key to undo this, to undo it, you know? So that's why I don't bother. But that I've really enjoyed, as well as my Constants. As I say, if you have any sort of tips or advice on fitness, on weight loss, let me know. I'm all ears. As I say, it's kind of like, I always feel like diets are such a pain in the butt, because you have to live such a boring life. And I know I can have a piece, not that I'm into cake, but I could have a piece of chocolate cake, but that's going to be like 500-600 calories out of my 1,000 calorie allowance for the day, and it leaves me with nothing left. So and because I can only have 1,000 calories a day, or I actually put on weight, I am restricted. I'm having like a 1-egg omelette, loads of vegetables to try and fill me up, protein as well. I'm trying to get my protein in. But my God, it is so boring. Like on, when was it? Last weekend, some of my friends said, oh, should we go out to the pub and get dinner? And I went, and I felt so bad, because I thought, that's just ruined your whole week. Like the calories you ate at dinner are more than what you're allowed in one day. And you've just eaten. You know what I mean? It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I just need to get to the gym more. And once these stitches are out in my leg, I am going to be there and working out. Anyway, that's enough of that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.